This is the F-20 Tiger Shark, and it's mildly disappointing. If I had to describe it in 2 words, they'd have to be exceptionally mediocre. To get you up to speed on what the F-20 is, I'll let past me explain. So they just took an engine from an F-18, strapped it to an F-5E, took the radar too and strapped it on as well, and gave it Sparrows. And like nothing else changed. Doesn't even get extra flares. Yeah, this thing has a comically oversized engine, so it ends up with an insane amount of acceleration. On takeoff, that is. Let me explain. And for that, we enter boring time. Thrust is totally meaningless if you don't consider weight, so that's why we measure stuff in thrust to weight ratio. Here is a graph of airspeed versus thrust to weight ratio. We're only interested in the dotted line here. You'll quickly notice that the F-20 doesn't really have much TWR compared to, in this case, the F-16A ADF. At a standstill, the F-20 has about 12% more thrust to weight ratio, but as you speed up to even just takeoff speeds, that difference starts to diminish until 350 km an hour, which at that point, the F-16 just goes
bye, have a great time!
So at any actual combat speed, the F-16 has nearly 10% more thrust to weight ratio than the Tiger Shark. And just for fun, here's the TWR graph for the J-8F. That's just not even close. But you know, thrust to weight ratio isn't the whole equation. There's energy retention, nose authority, sustained turn rates, and a whole bunch of other factors. Maybe the F-20 is better than the competition in some way. Not at all. The F-16 still thrashes the F-20 in every other possible metric, so if you end up in a dogfight against an F-16, you're basically boned. Even a Mirage 2000 can give you a run for your money, which we'll talk about later. No way, it's Mr. Anderson. Okay, let's see what I can do here. This is probably gonna be a very tough fight. Can't pull in. Come on, F-20. Not close enough. Let's make sure we don't touch glass over here. Still not close enough. Come on. Come on, this is it. Barely making this shot. Yes! Oh no, 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 no! Let's talk weapons. You have the twin 20mm cannons, which are alright. Damage is okay and they're pretty easy to aim, I think. Oh, you're so cooked. What do you mean hit?
What are you aiming at? What are you aiming at?
Fucking hell, finally. Not my proudest shot. Just a hit? Man, I can't aim. What did that even crit? And for missiles, there is 2 types. First are of course your AIM-9Ls. You can carry up to 6 of them. They're very good missiles with fairly long range and great maneuverability. And you can carry up to 6 of them. 2 on the wingtip rails and 4 on double rails on the outer wing pylons. But every other 12.0 plane also has them, including the F-16, so they aren't really that special. And the Mirage 2000 even has IRCCM missiles at 11.7. Oh, what do we have here? Nah, that's way too low for a Sparrow. We'll try this instead. Goofy 9L launch. Come on. Hell yeah. A Sparrow would have been nice here, but I think I could stretch this one out. Oh, you're launching at me. Get out of here, Mirage. Oh wow, I wasn't expecting that to actually hit. Oh, that's an R-73. Are you kidding? The second option is your radar-guided missiles, the M7F Sparrows, which are great radar missiles. They do have a tendency of just going stupid sometimes. Really, the moment I launch? Yeah, good luck flaring this. Buddy, that's not gonna work. Bonk. Stop turning so I can... yes. Take this. There is no flaring that. Look at this bozo climbing at top tier. Yeet. Wait, what? Thank you, Sparrow. Very cool. However, there is a catch. You can only take a single Sparrow in place of 2 AIM-9Ls, which leaves you the decision to take. Do you sacrifice an extra potential kill for a much better missile? In my opinion, in this current clusterfuck of a matchmaker, with 16 players on each team, the cosmic background radiation of flares and friendly planes has just made using IR missiles incredibly tedious, so I've mostly stuck to using the 2 Sparrows. Now it's time to address the elephant in the room, and that's the pricing. At 75 Freedom Eagles, this plane is the single most expensive pack premium on the store as of today. So for that kind of money you'd expect to get a decent, consistent vehicle that you could use to efficiently grind out the entire tech tree. But the F28 just doesn't deliver on that compared to something like the F5C. To put $75 into perspective, you could buy 5 copies of Palworld for you and your friends to have more fun than you can ever hope to get out of War Thunder. Or if you have no friends and or are stubborn to a US premium plane, the F5C has a much more favorable matchmaker, way more forgiving in an up tier, and is all around just more fun than the F20. And comparing prices, you even have a little money left over to buy yourself some delicious shawarma. And if you already bought the Tiger Shark, well, here's how you can make the most out of it. As for every other jet, speed is life. The moment you get slow, you'll get blasted out of the sky immediately. You should never dip below about Mach 0.75. While you can climb very rapidly, doing so is basically a death sentence. Because if someone launches a semi-active radar missile at you, you won't be able to stay low and force the missile into the ground, or else you get blasted out of the sky immediately. The vast majority of your kills will be missile kills, but don't hesitate to use your guns either, but only for opportunistic shots. While you can dogfight some opponents, you'll end up very slow very quickly, and again, get blasted out of the sky immediately. Sparrows will be your main missile. They can be used to donk anyone who even thinks about climbing, even if they know you have launched a missile at them. Sparrows are nearly impossible to dodge between 3 and 10 kilometers, and even in rear aspect shots they can sometimes surprise you. Your sidewinders will really only come in handy in super close rear aspect shots on people who don't know how to turn off afterburner, or completely tunnel visioned enemies. Overall, playing the F20 is a lot more passive than something like the F-16A, F-14B, or even MiG-29, as you really can't afford to have someone on your 6. And I think that's it. Thank you for watching, subscribe if you want to see more, and until next time, goodbye.